Hello, welcome back. I'm Wokifini here. Today we're reacting to Attack on Titan Season 2 Episodes 5 and 6. Last time we left off with Ymir turning into a Titan because she can do that. People can do that, right? Apparently. I don't know. I was not expecting that at all. Like not at all. Not like I've been spoiled on so many Attack on Titan things coming up, but I didn't get spoiled on that somehow. I don't know how. I mean, we just got she just turned into a Titan. We don't know like what else there is to it. But and just was not expecting that at all. We also had a couple deaths, not of characters that we care about, but there were still deaths. I really liked, what was his name? Did we end up getting a name for him? I'm not sure. But he was the one dude who was like, oh, I need a drink after this or whatever. And he ended up finally getting his drink. But someone in the comments pointed out, I think, that that was the Krista poured that out to heal or help heal or disinfect. Yeah, disinfect is the word. To disinfect Reiner's bite in his arm from the Titan. And so that's why it was empty. And I just really liked that scene. I don't know why. It was just like kind of like a peak Attack on Titan, I guess. Just like the vibes of it, just how like he wanted that, and when he finally got it, it wasn't it wasn't there, and then he ended up dying. Dying's a big theme in Attack on Titan, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, and we also have some stuff going on with Krista and Ymir. Apparently, they're both of the only Krista or only Ymir or both of them are important to the church somehow. Apparently they're supposed to be like looking out for Krista. I don't know what that means, but it's really interesting because in both the OVAs, Krista got kidnapped and there's a Titan that could talk that was saying Ymir's name. So I'm just putting that out there. It seems like a lot of plot relevant stuff is going to be happening to them, which I am so happy for. Like, I'm so happy for, because like we didn't really like, they just been there in the background like for the entire series up until now. Like, they've been there, but like they're background characters. Like, they're in the main cast, but like we don't talk about them, they just observe. And it's kind of good that they're getting the spotlight now. So yeah, the church dude is starting to warm up a little bit, not really holding his ground on his beliefs, but he's like, I will give you this information because that's the bare minimum of what I can do. So that's a start. But yeah, all I had to say is let's just get into it in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, but there's a Titan over Connie's house. We knew that, but the Titan can talk. It said welcome home, and Connie's trying to put stuff together, and I'm trying to put stuff together, and none of it makes sense. So let's just get into it. And we're starting with the opening again. What did I say last time, and how did that turn out? Historia. Okay, I know there's a character named Historia. I'm pretty sure I know there's a character named Historia. And I know they're linked to Eren somehow. But this title is called Historia. And we're in a completely different area. Where would it be snowing? This is a flashback, maybe? Krista's missing. Ymir and Krista missing. That is true, I guess, but Krista and Ymir, they're plot relevant now. We can't let them die. They'll be fine, right? Is this Ymir and Krista? Yeah, it looks like them. Looks like, yeah, it is them. So Krista has a lot more resilience than I thought she would, and she's pulling someone else's weight. Yeah, Krista has a lot more endurance and just overall drive than I thought she would have. Mm, Ymir should stay with her. She's trying to say that, like, trying to outwardly show that she's okay, but she's really not. Yeah. I mean, she wants to do it on her own. Ooh, her eyes. This is tying into the last episode. Ymir said she wanted to die a heroic death or whatever. But I think subconsciously she did. The mistress's daughter who had you after people after her, your life. What? So Ymir used to be in the church. Oh, okay. So I think I get it now. This is really confusing. So it looks like Krista is kind of like not supposed to be born. But she's in line to be in power, but the church doesn't want her in power, I guess. So they just wanted to kill her. But she changed her name. Hold it over her head. Interesting. Similar backgrounds. I'm really confused here. I'm really confused. I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch this. Can't even compare. Second chance. I don't know what's happening. But get revenge on who? Hmm. If you just give Ymir the thing. Does Ymir know the area? Because that's how Ymir does things. She just puts her over her shoulder. What? Ymir? That's not nice. So what is Ymir's motivation? I really don't know. Like she doesn't want to be besties with Krista, but she thinks they're similar, so she wants to be around her. Carried Daz down in Titan form, maybe. Like I'm just like really thrown off because we're in a flashback now. Okay, so now they're all going to search for them. I have a feeling they're gonna like meet up. I don't know. Of course she did. I love Sasha. Did they just show up at the door anyway? A sound at the door? But no one's there. It's gonna be Ymir and Daz. That would explain how there's a big crater and then yeah, so she definitely went to Titan form. Oh, so Daz is that dude? Okay. So the noise that they heard was probably Ymir going Titan or something. Promise me. So her secret is that she can go Titan, probably. Was her old name Historia? I wonder. That would make a little bit of sense, I guess. Okay, now we're back in present. I'm super confused. So, was she an outcast because she could be a Titan? Ooh, the soundtrack though. This is just really confusing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm just like if you're yelling at me like why don't you get it? I just don't. So apparently Krista was never supposed to be born, so she was hunted down by the church so that she could not be in power. But then why is Ymir here? I don't know. So information available for public disclosure. Winter training. As Titans are most active in sunlight, blizzards can hinder their speed. Soldiers able to move freely and swiftly in such poor conditions gains considerable odds for victory. Okay, so it's like training them for the different areas, I guess. Oh, it's small. It's small. I expected it to be like a big Titan, you know? Not short. Apparently, Reiner and Bertolt are really shocked. It's the same as that one. Really? Really? Okay, good. I assume it's Reiner. Even though Reiner's like going through some mental stuff right now, he still catches Krista. He's just in so much shock. Yeah, did Krista know? I don't think Ymir is as malicious as Annie, though. Yeah. I don't think she's not on a... I don't think she's an enemy. I don't know. We've done that with Annie, so I don't know. I don't think they would do that again, you know? Oof. It's kind of a cool design, though, because it's like a super small Titan looking into Krista's eyes. It's such a creepy Titan design, though. Yes. Yeah, she seems aware. Yeah, but she's fighting the Titans instead to try to save all of them. Or maybe just Krista and then, like, by extension, all of them, but... Yeah, why? Like, I don't think she's a bad person, but... Yeah, if Ymir dies, that'd be bad. Connie pulling her back. Ooh, kind of like reiterating what... That's cool. That animation though, just grabbing the bricks and just chucking them all at their faces, that's really cool. But now the tower's gonna fall. And that's gonna be bad. You keep it up here, like... I love, you can see... Want, live, grab me. That's really cool though. Them all just holding onto her hair. That's really interesting. This I love this show. This is really cool. Yeah, some Titans are still left. Go ugly. Oh, some of the Titans are still alive. And these Titans look really humanoid though. They look really humanoid. They look like normal people, just big. Ooh, poor Ymir, yeah. I don't think she's... Will she die here? I don't know. Krista's gonna go in and save her. Ooh. That made her wake up. That's terrifying. Then Ymir's gonna pop back. Maybe in human form and punch it? Hopefully. It's like, don't tell me she dies. It's Mikasa! Mikasa! That's Mikasa, right? Because they were heading towards this tower. Yes, reinforcements. Taking out all those Titans. Eren. That is his first kill, like, in, like, a human form, right? Is that Levi yelling at him? But now they have to explain, like, hey, Ymir's a Titan too, so we have three Titan morphing people. Okay, so is everything good now? Oh yeah, all the Titans are decaying now. I hope Ymir survived. I really hope she did. Oh, they're all looking at something. Oh, Ymir's messed up. Ooh, it's the chunk out of. Is Ymir going to die? Historia. Okay. So yeah, so Krista is actually Historia. Or Historia is actually Krista. Did she die? I think she died. So we didn't even get information out of her though. So I mean we might find out next episode, but I think for now I'm gonna go with Ymir's dead. And that's bad. That's really bad. I mean, I don't remember exactly what happened in the OVA, like exactly what the Titan said, but it did mention Ymir's name. I remember that much. There's a Titan that could talk, and it was his notebook OVA. And so, going off of the ending, which honestly I haven't really looked at the ending that much because it just feels really spoilery, but here we have what looks like almost a hierarchy of Titans, and you see humans and then Titans and then the big Titans and then an even bigger Titan standing up. So I think there's like a hierarchy of Titans, and I think on the surface level there's normal Titans, like the normal Titans we see, and then above them are the people who can turn into Titans, and I think they're kind of in subjection, like kind of. And so I think the Titan kind of is being ruled by Ymir, and so that's why he said Ymir's name. I'm not sure which would, because Ymir seems to have a connection to the church, because she said that she was like hiding in the church, I don't know, something like that. And so we know the church is doing some sketchy stuff with the Titans, or they know sketchy stuff. So I don't know what's happening here. So, okay, so first off, Krista is not Krista. Krista is Historia. So I have heard Historia's name. I know Historia was going to be a character at some point, but I didn't know Historia was going to be Krista, because I haven't seen what Historia looks like. I've only just seen people talk about Historia because people ship Historia and Eren for some reason. That's just what I've seen. So I don't know what's happening there. I think I might have worded it a little poorly. Mistress's daughter. So I think there's some noble probably in Walsina who did the happy fun time with a mistress, a maid maybe, I don't know. And then out came Krista, and then she's in line to be nobility, but the church doesn't want that. But why would the church be concerned with nobility? Lots of stuff I don't have answers to. And I know this is a recurring thing on this show, and I'm like, if this is how bad it is, how can it get any worse? So I'm just gonna let's just keep watching the show and hopefully get answers at some point. So we have this whole flashback. Ymir vibe checking Krista really hard and being like, you just want to die a hero. You want a heroic death. You want people to view you as a hero when you die, which is a really interesting character trait. I really like that. And then Ymir's like shoved her into the snow, and then presumably carries Daz down the hill in her Titan form, and her Titan form is very suited to climbing. So that's interesting. Yeah. Oh, I did mention that. So this is just kind of like a weird thing. So with Annie's Titan form, Annie was a female and she had the stuff. But Ymir's Titan form doesn't have that. It's just Gremlin, and I love that. It's Gremlin. We love it, but it doesn't have the things, which is interesting. It has 6-pack abs, which is interesting. I don't know if that's supposed to mean anything or not, but that's interesting. Yeah, so apparently this Titan that Ymir ate Reiner and Bertolt's friend, apparently at some point. Like it is the same exact Titan. So that's weird. I don't know if that was Ymir. It might have been. But who knows? Let's just keep watching and hope we get answers and my headache goes away. The next episode. Okay, so just kind of getting a recap for past couple episodes looks like. Also, something I really like is that like when this person dies, and you can see Ymir has like a really shocked expression on. Like she doesn't like that. She's sweating. Like she's like people are dying, and like she's like at the sight of the person being eaten, which is interesting. So maybe she doesn't like being a Titan. Maybe she only likes using it when she really absolutely has to. I love Krista though. Like I pointed out here, but like I love how she's like blushing. I just love Krista, like the way she is. I wonder if the Beast Titan planned for this. But now all the others hearing that too. But like now we don't. I assume Ymir knows secrety stuff. So like, couldn't you have like lived like a little bit longer, please? I'd prefer that so you can like tell us all the stuff and then you can die. Like that'd be fine. But like tell us all the Titan stuff, please. I'd prefer that. We good? Warrior. Okay, is that referring to Reiner? Because Bertolt described Reiner as a warrior, or he used to be a warrior, or something like that. That happened in the second to last episode. We have lookouts. What are they looking for, though? New characters? So we have Krista. Yeah, so or Historia. Should I be calling her Historia or Krista? Let me know. So Ymir's alive. Ooh, this character looks cool. She's alive. Is that a good thing? Reiner. I like Reiner. Yeah, but I mean, I Hanji is probably gonna believe that, but Hanji's like information first. Like, hmm, I believe that too. But Hanji, yeah, I hope he can too. But like information, like yeah, her judgment is it's a treasure for humanity. Like we need the information. Yeah, the entire show is just really confusing. So Historia right race. Okay, yeah, so she is a noble or something. I love how Ymir. I love how Hanji's like, I don't care. Like, nice to meet you. Like, okay, so she's in a coma. That's good. Okay, so something I want to point out. So she has like lines on her eye, like around her eyes, and I've seen so many like screenshots from later on where people having the lines around their eyes, especially Eren. So is that? I assume that's a Titan thing. Yeah, our original mission was to seal the wall. Yeah, I forgot about that. So get on that, Eren. But now the Beast Titan's on the other side of the wall. So I don't know where are we going from now. I mean, valid. Oh yeah, that ended up happening too. I forgot about that. If it's yeah, you've almost died twice, but in this world you're not special. I'm sorry. Soldier spirit breaks down before its body, and you can see how way Bertolt was looking there. Bertolt's just like looking again. He's being really suspicious. Like what are you thinking, Bertolt? Like but isn't it destroyed by Titans? Am I missing something here? Yeah, what are they talking about? As you can see, yes. Don't Yeah, don't suspect anyone. That would be bad. Yeah, okay, so that's good. Hanji realizes that like the Connie issue is an issue. Yeah, there's no other Titans really, but there's no hole. So that's the issue. Yeah, so there's no hole. So the Titans just appeared there. I know I had the humans turning to Titans theory, which no one commented on, by the way. So, but maybe the Beast Titan was throwing, like, chucking Titans over the wall. That could make sense. Maybe I didn't think about that. That's an obvious a possibility, but falling back to trust. Okay, hopefully we can get some answers answered there. Bad stuff's happening. Just going off of the opening, bad stuff is going to end up happening for the rest of this. I see Armin's walking away thinking, yeah, yeah, everything's been happening in the past 5 years. So why is that? Is it just like Aaron protagonist moment? But replay that, Reiner. What? So Bertolt's the colossal titan? Why is he just like, yeah, so casual about this? Explain, yeah, explain a little bit, please. I'm not gonna say anything until we get like confirmed, but okay, there's talk about this. Talk about this first. Okay. I have a headache. I one of my friends like, don't record if you have a headache. Yeah, but the headache is coming from this. So lifts are used to carry objects and materials over the walls. They're easily transported and assembled and built in such a way to facilitate emergency and tactical deployment. Their weight is minimized for this purpose. Okay, so Reiner's the I'm I don't know. I don't know. What is this show? What is this show? Am I supposed to be making sense about this? Yeah, it's a little sudden. Yeah, something like our hometown. And Mikasa's like, you guys been kind of sketchy over there. Oh, Mikasa heard. Mikasa heard. They need to explain a little bit more before you trust them. Yeah, that's a thing. 12 hours earlier. Okay. The background report. Okay, that's interesting. I expect, yeah. It came from the same area as her. Reiner and Bertolt. Okay, yeah. So, okay, so what does that have to do with anything, though? Oh, so they were feeding information to Annie. Yeah, it's not enough to prove anything, but now they just right out said it. Yeah, but Reiner and Bertolt have always been a couple, so yeah, of course she knows that. Yeah, so like Reiner's nice. I want to trust him, but like yeah, and like he seemed like genuinely feared for his life though. Like when the Titan bit his arm and when he was like being like Annie was ready to kill him in that moment. So maybe when she had him in his hand, he told her, and then she went off. So he was trying to fish for information about Aaron. Once Reiner was the one who asked about it. Okay. Ooh, that might have been it. I'll talk about like them being Titans later, but so They're definitely enemies. They're definitely enemies. I don't want them to be enemies though. Like Annie was one thing. Annie's cool as an enemy, but like, oh, so all of the people in that room know. Yeah. So now they're going to they're planning on getting Reiner and Bertolt. But why would Reiner just outright say it? And why would they want Eren on his side? Bertolt's scared. Yeah. And like Reiner didn't know about the Ymir stuff. I would assume he would have if like they're in like Titan coalition, you know? Um just so much happening for my head to process. So Mikasa, no, it's like she's on it. I've been here too long for my own good. I think so. Maybe Reiner and Bertolt were supposed to like. I don't know. I want to talk so much. I want to talk so much, but I can't right now. Was he actually not wounded the entire time? He had it wrapped up because it's been the Titan healing factor. So he is a Titan, yeah. Are we doing it right now? Here? Against Eren. But Mikasa's right there. Shout out to Mikasa, really. At their necks, too. This is a really cool fight, though. Bertolt's face shape looks like the Colossal Titans. They're about to go Titan. Or Historia. Ooh, the rib cage. The rib cage. So so okay, so he grabs. So they are. Even though I knew about this, I'm still shocked. I'm still. Ooh, even though that's CG, that still looks really cool. That still looks really cool. He grabs Ymir. Why would he want Ymir? So he has both Eren and Ymir. 4 people who can go Titan. Going to return to the hometown he lost. Okay, so there's lore going on. Titan lore. But like... Reiner and Bertolt. I want them to be good guys, but they're not, apparently. You traitors. And he goes Titan in his hand. That's a shot. That's a shot. I am on like I don't have I literally can't think right now. Like I am like this close to just like astral projecting. Like that's how fast my head is going. Okay, so first off, I knew Reiner could turn to the Armored Titan. I knew that. I've known that since I've started watching the series. I got spoiled on that by a fan art, which I'll put up here if I can find it on my phone. So I knew like, and I thought maybe Bertolt was in on that. I did not know that Bertolt could be the Colossal Titan though. Like I always thought like, oh, maybe Bertolt was like in on like Reiner being the Colossal Titan. I kind of thought that maybe, but I was not expecting that. So like 5 Titan morphing people all in the 104th class, but for what? And so we know there's at least 6 people who can go Titan, including the Beast Titan, I assume. So we have Ymir, we have Eren, we have Reiner, we have Bertolt, we have Annie, and we have the Beast Titan, which I'm not going to say the Beast Titan's name, even though I actually do know who is in the Beast Titan. It's in the Beast Titan. I do know that. I'm not going to say who. Yeah. So Ymir, how do I even talk about this though? Reiner and Bertolt seemingly did not know that Ymir could go Titan. And also the same, like, maybe they were just acting, but Reiner looked genuinely concerned for his life when that Titan came to eat them. Like, or came through the bottom of the tower or whatever. And then also the flashback with Bertolt and Reiner. And they both, like, looked shocked when Ymir went Titan. And I can't talk. I can't talk or think. And apparently, so they were shocked when a person they were close to apparently was eaten by a Titan that looked like the Titan Ymir is. So did they not have their Titan powers? Like, how do people get their Titan powers? I think I know. I think I might have been spoiled on that. I think I kind of know how people get their Titan powers. They're just like kind of like a loose idea. Like also going off of how Eren assumedly got his Titan powers with the little injection shot thing. I assume that's how he got his powers. That only makes sense. But Annie, Reiner, and Bertolt, they have like a homeland that they want to return to. Where is that homeland? Like they both want to go home. It's somewhere they don't have. It's somewhere they're not. And so they apparently burst down. They entered Wall Maria and raided it. But for what though?
But you did this for what?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
And like it makes sense though, because how the Colossal Titan appeared at Trust. But the Warhammer Titan, but I said Warhammer Titan. Warhammer's the Titan that appears later on. I know that much. That's that and one other Titan, I think, are the only Titans I know of that appear later on. So sorry about that. So the Armored Titan. I don't know why I keep saying Warhammer instead of Armored Titan sometimes. I'm sorry about that. But the Armored Titan didn't appear at Trust. So what was up with that? And so apparently they were like in cahoots with Annie, apparently. And so they're leaking information to Annie. That's really cool though. Like I don't want Reiner and Bertolt to be enemies because like I love them so much. Making them antagonists is interesting, but like I don't want that. I want them to be on our side. I want to see all the cool moments with them. With Annie, I expected it just by like the subtle clues. But like if you were just like a normal watcher who wasn't spoiled like I was, you would have never thought that Reiner and Bertolt would have been Titans. So that's really interesting. Like what's happening? Like my headache. I kind of have a headache right now, and part of it is like the dehydration headache like I usually have. Like just all of this is making it a lot worse. My voice is starting to give out too, if you couldn't tell already. So Ymir is alive. That's a good thing. That's good. But so now Reiner has Ymir. When Krista / Historia, I'm gonna call her Krista for now. I'm not sure if I should be calling her Historia because honestly I haven't really seen many people even really talk about Krista in present. I've only seen people I've seen people talk about Historia, but I haven't really seen that many people talk about Krista, so that makes sense. I think I'm supposed to call her Historia, but I'm going to call her Krista for now. But I believe Krista when she said that she didn't know that Ymir could go Titan. I believe her on that. Yeah, Krista is like trying to say like, yeah, she transformed into a Titan to fight off the other Titans and save us. She's loyal to us. We're her comrades. And I genuinely believe that. I think Ymir is on our side. I think she could be with Eren and fight Annie, Reiner, and Bertolt. I believe that. But I don't think that she was in on it with Reiner. I don't think she was because Reiner and Bertolt seemed to not know about that. But it seemed like Ymir was placed as kind of a guard for Krista for some reason. She's a changed person. I know Ymir better than anybody. She's a much simpler person than she appears. That's all good. But like Ymir is like, yeah, that's cool and all. If we could build a relationship with her, that'd be great. But first things first, information. And I 100% agree with Hanji on that. Sorry. Too many names, too many thoughts. like literally the exact opposite of no thoughts, head empty. So she's in a coma, but and Annie's in a coma right now, but wasn't also Aaron in a coma for a while after he went Titan and fought Annie? I think he was. So that's interesting. This entire episode is interesting. I love how they're also like doing like reflection stuff, like Reiner like looking at his reflection a lot. See, I've always been saying this. I've been saying this for like this entire season. Bertolt has been really suspicious. Like I wasn't expecting he could go Titan, but he always has just been like kind of like looking, like especially at Reiner, like kind of just like, like are we doing this? Like he always seems really concerned for Reiner. And so I've always known like Reiner could turn into a Titan. I always knew that. So I always assumed like that like either Bertolt was in on it and was like concerned that the secret would get out. That's why it's kind of interpreted that. Or Reiner would reveal himself to be a Titan and Bertolt to be like, but I still love him anyway, kind of stuff. I don't know. That's how I kind of thought about it. He's like, a Titan nearly gnawed off my arm. I thought I was done for. And I don't know if that's acting or not. But like, look at Bertolt. He's super suspicious. Like, and I feel like right now though, Reiner is like kind of maybe senses that they're onto him. So he's like, yeah, remember when I almost got crushed in the Titan's hand? Like, remember I almost died? Like, okay, so but this too. So something about them wanting to go home. He's right, Reiner. Our hometown. Let's return. And I wanted to talk about the last reaction too, but when Connie noticed that the Titan was like saying welcome home, it was like, Reiner, did you hear anything? And Reiner was like cutting him off, like, no, I didn't hear anything. Like, I think Reiner knew like sketchy stuff was going on there, but like didn't want Armin to want Connie to focus on it, I guess, because that would have been bad. So he's just kind of like, no, I don't hear anything. Like, it's fine. Like, let's keep going. Like, kind of, you know. I'm all over the place. This is like, when was the last reaction that was even like this? I don't know. But yeah. Also, I like how you can see like Sasha, Mikasa, and Armin are all kind of just like, like, what's happening? And Connie's like, oh yeah, Reiner got his arm bit off, and Ymir is, as you can see, or whatever. And I don't know, I think like Mikasa's just like press X'd it out. That's what I mean. So yeah, I really like how Hanji's like concerned about Connie. She's like, yeah, we'll get to your village at some point, but not right now because we have bigger things to deal with. Like Ymir turning into a Titan. Look again, like Bertolt and Reiner being together. Like they're just always chilling together. And like the first 4 episodes, I think it was episode 3 or 4. We could see like Reiner looked like he knew Annie, like when they were like practicing like the hand-to-hand combat or whatever, and he's like, oh yeah, Aaron, come train with us, like me, you, and Annie. Like Annie's really good at hand-to-hand combat. Like there was some sketchy stuff going on back there, but I didn't really expect that much of it, or I didn't think much of it. There we go. Words are hard, you know. Yeah, so I love this right here. The world is getting more and more out of hand, and I love how like he's like, Aaron, have a minute, can we talk? 5 years ago we had demolished the wall and began our attack on humanity. And I love how like Hanji's talking about that, what they're talking about with the whole, I don't think that's true. Like they're just like, they're going out of frame, and like you can just be like, I'm the Iron Titan, he's the Colossal Titan, like they just like keep going off frame and we keep focusing on Hanji. Like I love that so much. But yeah, so he wants them to choose something about that, like, hey, you want to go with us? Like we have like the Titan people, I assume. Head hurt. Yeah, so we're just handing out the Titan morphing powers like they're lollipops at this point. So if the female, like I love how like Armin is the one to piece everything together. Like that's kind of what his role has been. Like he was the one who like was on to Annie, and now he's on to Reiner. I really like that. Like Armin's like always thinking, and he's always on to people, you know. And like just like the shots, like the camera angles are amazing right now. But yeah, we were just kids. So I think what I was talking about earlier. So I think what Reiner's referring to here is that like he and Bertolt were maybe sent here. I don't know if Reiner and Bertolt have like a higher up. Maybe that higher up is the Beast Titan, but I don't know why that would be the case. But Reiner's like, I think they were sent to breach the walls or whatever, and then like integrate with human society or whatever. I think Annie was told to as well, and eventually they're supposed to like attack from the inside. I think that was the plan all along, but I think like classic dilemma, like he was sent there to kill everyone, be the bad guy, but at the end of it he ended up meeting Armin, he ended up meeting Connie, and he like did that. I don't want to be the bad guy anymore. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's his struggle. It's really interesting, but we're gonna have to wait till next reaction to find it all out. And I love how like he had his arm bandaged up because it was regenerating. Also, I love how Bertolt's like, are we doing it like right here now? Like I've always really liked Bertolt, and that's just really cool. But I also love how Mikasa just on them, like no hesitation. Like Eren would have hesitated, I think, definitely. But Mikasa just like, no, you're bad guys? Okay, let's go. So yeah, I love how they like slashes at the neck. That's really cool. And then Reiner bursts in. I love, is it the hand or the rib cage or whatever that goes? This episode's amazing. Yeah, like the hand or the rib cage, whatever, going around the wall. That looks really cool. Like that looks really cool. Like it's CGI, I can tell, but I don't really care. It looks cool. But like, yeah, it might just be me, but like the face shape of the Colossal Titan kind of looks like Bertolt too, but wasn't expecting it. Who would have expected that, you know? So yeah, this has been a reaction. How much? An hour and 14 minutes of runtime of just the recording, so that's fun. But yeah, my head hurts. I'll be back hopefully on Tuesday with the next reaction. So yeah, this has been fun. It's been fun. It's been an event. It's been eventful. Stuff happened. But I guess I'll see you guys next time, and bye.